Sasquatch just had a sneezing fit. You got another one coming? Oh, man! You guys really ready for some real equipment repair? Are you ready for, normal farming activity? Because, I'm not really a farmer. I'm just a one lonely grass cutter. But yeah, so loftening is pretty well done. I really want to stick that seed corn up there, and I may do that right now, because my skid steer was there yesterday. Somebody stole the damn thing. But I'm going to move this out of the way. I'm going to set the seed corn up top there. Real simple, real easy, up there. Going to bring in my sprayers. Not just one sprayer, but all the sprayers, both of them. They have to come in. The reason they have to come in is because it's already April 8th. Yep. April 8th. And being it's April 8th, that means I need to get my shit together and get this fertilizer spread. Normally I start the last week of March, but there just isn't enough. It's not dry enough. I'm not even able to go mow and bale hay. I mean, we did have a little bit of rain last night. Not much to really get too worked up about, but enough to put a damper on the pamper, as they may say. Anyway, it's nothing really. It's just some garbage and stuff. But I'm trying to organize this place so that it is accessible, easy to work on equipment. I can move bigger stuff in here, like the mowers and shit. Turn them in here, bring them in, and work on them so that they're easily accessible. And the parts are readily available for that. But it seems like every time I turn around, I got somebody putting stuff right in front there. And this is kind of stupid. I mean, silly. I shouldn't say stupid, but silly stupid. There's junk here. I'll run it over and he'll learn a lesson. He won't have his boxes anymore. And this stuff here, I know he wants to strip it for copper, but we don't have time for that crap. He's going to have to get rid of that idea. So what I'm going to do is come in with a skid steer, grab that, and put it up there, and we'll see if it collapses. Because I don't know how to build anything, and that's really, really weak. You know how it goes. And I better get my airplane down. This is actually Joe's airplane. He crashed it, but we can set it there. And I'll just slide the seed corn up there, then it's out of my way. And when I need it, I can either just pull it back down, or pull it back down with a skid steer, or just throw it down a bag at a time. I've got a 12-row planter that's coming. It's my neighbor's. I think I've said this about 25 times. And I got to get that thing assessed as to what parts I need, and from there we will go. Anyway, I gotta have we've got explanations as to how to fix this. Do you know how to fix that?
Fix the stairs?
The ladder, yeah. I'll show you how. Takes 2 hammers.
Oh yes, I know how to do that.
I'll do it. You got it done up there?
Yeah, I couldn't get to one greaser because it's closed, but I figured I'd grease it.
Well, when it gets open, because we got to open all this stuff up. Now I want you to look for cracks and things. Right here, I did not get. Well, I haven't finished yet, but I'll do these, I guess. Unless you want to, they're there. The grease, yeah, there's some pivots. I got to do these too. Oh, where in the hell did I do with the alamites there? All right, so what we're doing is we're just greasing. Where the hell's your brother go? Bathroom?
Probably.
Kid's got irritable bowel syndrome or something. So anyway, what we're doing is going over this entire sprayer inside before we take it outside. And we're going to get a laundry list of nozzles that I need for to get it going, because tomorrow we're going to start putting down nitrogen, at least with this sprayer. So there's a laundry list of things that need to be done, but before I do that, I have to have it done. So we did have a issue here when we would fill, because this is our fill port, okay? And with that fill port, you'd plug it in and it would just rain fertilizer down onto the ground, and that's just stupid. There's no other way to put it. It's just stupid. It's not a good thing to have it like that. Yeah, this is another tank of water someplace. No, that tank, Yeah, that tank of water should be right here. And the problem with it was this little valve. I don't know, is that working? I think I actually did not fix it. I was going to fix it, but I didn't. Didn't come up with the right one. Anyways, that's your hand wash. Yeah, this sprayer's served me well for the last, this will be its 11th year. I bought this in 2008. Yes, it's been that long ago. So 11 years of beating the ever-loving piss out of these. Now, I know there's a lot of people out there who say, oh, Hardy sprayers are too expensive. Well, I'm not exactly the nicest to these things, and they just keep right on ticking. So, yeah, I honestly think that these are really good sprayers. I've got 2 of them. They do have their, you know, their known issues, and the one thing that I would really like to see changed, even though these are awesome pumps when they're working, when they're not working, they're real assholes. There's just no other way to put it. They're asshole pumps when they're not working. But I've rebuilt that pump, and it seems to be working just fine now. It's got all new check valves in it. I put a couple of new heads on it. What'll happen is they'll cavitate right here, and that'll punch a hole into it. But I have welded those with a nickel rod, so that they're not leaking anymore, because that'll just spit fertilizer all over the ground and not get it where it belongs. It'll put it on the ground, but it won't be where you want it. So yeah, so it's always a good thing to, you know, maintain these things. Did you grease the pump?
Not yet.
Right in here, right in the middle of that thing. So yeah, just a couple of shots of grease is all that needs. Yeah, he's using the Lucas, or not Lucas, what is that? That's Schaefer's, the Schaefer's grease. That is the 747 or 742, what is that? 274. 274 Schaefer's grease. I like it. I think it works really well. They're not sponsoring me.
The wrong fucking side.
Yeah, I was wondering what the hell you were doing. What are you? Okay. You know, mental retardation runs wild in your family. Yeah, didn't you know? Look at me.
Which side? Who's that?
Yeah, see, I got you. You thought I was picking on your mother, huh? So anyway, did you pull that shaft apart and grease the center shaft?
I didn't know you had to do that.
Well, you do now. Yeah, you got to grease that shaft. You got to pull that shaft out, take it over to that grease barrel there, and reach your hand in and schmutz it. It doesn't have to be expensive grease in there. It just has to be good grease. So... yeah, we're working on it. Electronics on these things can be finicky, and fence rows really bug the shit out of them, so you kind of got to keep them out of the fence rows. That's why Dad runs the 60-footer, and I run the 90-footer. Yep, 60 and 90. I actually have to get a hold of my father. I don't know where he's at, but... oh, yeah, we're pretty much near ready to go. I do have to get some more wire ties, or, you know, cable ties as they call them. I call them wire ties. But cable ties. This side looks actually pretty good because I use the super heavy duty ones. The big sprayer is not as easy to deal with as what this sprayer is. With the hoses and stuff, you know, you really have to be careful with them. This is one thing right here that tries to get me every time, and it has to be folded up correctly or it breaks them, just like this. This one just needs a new bolt put in it. They're a little poly bolt. What a pain in the ass to do, but you got to do it.
How many pumps go into the pump?
Just a couple, 3, that's all. It doesn't take much because it's a roller bearing in there. Yeah, so you're going to see some serious work when we get outside. So let me shut up and shut. On another note, I missed doing this, or I missed showing you this. Look where the seed corn is. It's on the loftanine. And it didn't fall, and I'm going to walk underneath it, risking my life and limb for YouTube fame. But yeah, there's only, 40 bags up there or so, that's all. That's 100 acres worth of seed. Yay, 100 acres. I got another 100 acres coming. Just don't have it yet. I should have it. I just don't. Not yet. But anyways, whatever. Off we go. I do need to get this apart so I can get a laundry list of things to purchase for it, because I have to go tomorrow to get these bits and pieces.